like how men are selective versus how women are selective. Like, okay,
and the only reason for that, and God, you know my friend Rollo. We all know Rollo. We all know evolutionary psychology. We all know Dr. Buss. We're on the same space. The only reason why is because of babies. Is because of symmetry. Is because of we look at you and we see different things because we have to carry your child, and that is the only reason. And if you were in the same exact position, if you had to carry a baby, there are men. What is?
I'm simply arguing that women are far more selective than men. That's it. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that they are, and I accept that. And men have to adapt to how women make select.
Okay, great.
Women don't care because like girls will sit there and say, "Oh, it's all about personality." No, it's not. The guy has to meet certain requirements before personality is even given a fuck about.
But that is going to make us more select. I mean, that is why women historically throughout history have been more special or have a perception.
I feel like it would be easier to discuss if we broke up like the physicality.
She's talking.
Sorry, go. Sorry.
What are you saying?
I think that throughout history, women have always been more picky. They always are more picky because of carrying babies. Yeah. So what is, sorry, I lost my train of thought because you interrupted me. What were we talking about?
I simply said that women are far more selective than the men are.
Yeah.
Okay. And the point is.
Yeah, I don't know why you even jumped in, to be honest with you. That's what I was saying.
We all agreed.
There was another point that you were trying to make, and that's.
That women aren't special? Yeah, and they're attracted to very similar traits amongst each other?
Yes. Mm-hmm. So if it were reverse and men were more selective, that is the reason why we're more special. That's the reason of the perception of why we think we are special, because we are having to carry your babies. That's just how it is.
But they're not special. And what I mean by women are not special is that girls will sit there and try to say, I'm different. I'm attracted to different things. What I'm saying is that what women are inherently attracted to isn't that different from woman to woman.
Doesn't that apply to men as well?
What?
Doesn't that apply to men as well?
What I'm saying is that men have more variance in what they're attracted to. Women typically don't.
Because we have to carry your baby.
I'm not arguing for the why. I'm just telling you what is. Yeah, I've noticed that you guys, the other girl that got kicked out, you guys keep making arguments for the why. I'm not talking about the why or if it's right or wrong. I'm telling you what is.
Okay.
Women are far more selective than men. And what I'm saying is that women aren't as special as they think they are because they're attracted to very similar traits in men.
But we have to be more selective because
fine.
if we aren't, again, MHC genes, the t-shirt study, if we choose wrong, it could lead to genetic variance. Yep. It could lead to downs.
No one's arguing the why.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just telling you that what is.
Okay.
I agree.
That's it. So I'm just saying that women are more selective, and it's even heightened more now with social media and dating apps. So it's made it harder for the average man to be able to mate. The average guy is virtually invisible to the average woman because the average woman now has access to exceptional men thanks to social media and the internet. That is why I said chivalry and romance is basically dead because women killed it because they have a higher expectation of the male.
Bam. Solid.
Higher expectation of the male.
Yes. Women have higher expectations in men that they think that they deserve and or are entitled to thanks to the internet and social media.
More options creates more entitlement?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you take a woman that's average looking and she has 1,000 DMs in her inbox, she has men talking to her at school, she has other guys trying to court her for dates, she has the dating app where men are hitting her up, etc., that is going to absolutely change her perception of her own self-worth. And therefore, I got all these guys hitting me up, I'm going to pick the best one. Why should I settle? That's why so many modern day women nowadays say, I deserve the best, I'm a princess, I'm special, blah, 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 because the internet reinforces this belief system and her friends. We have an entire economy that tells women that love your curves, you're the best, you deserve more. If you look at marketing to women, it's all based in lies. When you lie, women buy.
Mm-hmm.
Women can't handle the truth. I mean, as a matter of fact, when I mentioned this stuff earlier on the show, a lot of you had issues with what I said because women typically don't like to hear the cold, hard truth. That women are very cutthroat when it comes to who they pick and who they select in men, because women want to be looked at as the virtual ones. I'm just acknowledging reality that women are far more cutthroat and selective with picking the opposite gender than men are.
I think it's always been that way. It has always been.
It always has. But I'm saying now with Instagram and social media, it's been heightened.
Okay. Yeah,
that was all I was trying to say earlier.
Point.
But everyone else is in their feelings getting mad, saying like, that's fine, but I don't agree, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying Instagram and social media has made women more selective. So the average guy that would have had a chance in 1970 doesn't have a chance in 2023. He's invisible now.
Well, he also had to put a ring on it first before he got laid.
Yeah, but he didn't compete with a Chad in California.
Yep.
For the same girl.
True.
And also, it could be an illusion as well.
Go ahead, yes,
I have a question, like more of a personal question for like all the men, or if you believe that women in general are not special. I mean, the personal question is, would you not marry somebody you consider a special person? I mean, wouldn't if you believe all women aren't special?
I don't think men are special either, by the way.
Yeah, facts.
But isn't that just the formula for a miserable living situation?
I think it's the recipe for a realistic living situation.
So not believing your partner is special, important, unique, wouldn't that just be a mediocre marriage?
No, because when you pedestalize women, they typically tend to treat you like shit.
But
you can't pedestalize women.
You can't generalize every woman. You
really?
You don't want to marry somebody you consider special, unique. Like, you don't want that?
Who has to like the other party more for a relationship
That's
to
not
work?
the point.
Well, hold on.
It takes two to tango.
No. It's going somewhere with this. Who needs to like the other person more for the relationship to work? Does the man need to like the girl more, or does the woman need to like the guy more for it to be a happy relationship?
No, in a genuine marriage relationship, it's got to go both ways. It takes two to tango.
In every single relationship, okay, there's always someone who needs the other less. That's any relationship, whether it's a relationship with your job, friends, etc. There's always a value exchange, but one party typically less needs the other party less. I'm asking you in this situation, for relationship to be the best, does the woman need to like the guy more or the other way around?
I really, really just believe it's 50-50. You got to love your partner as much as they love you.
See, this is where naivety comes in. There's no such thing as 50-50 in anything. That's a fallacy, especially within the confinements of a relationship. One party has to be valued more than the other.
Not true.
That's just how it is. What do you mean not true?
The thing
I personally believe not true, because I believe compromise is a thing. There's no such thing as the woman giving more
But
or
someone
the man
has to
giving
compromise
more.
more. But someone has to compromise
It's
more.
not true. I believe all things can be talked out. All things can be discussed about. If you talk shit out with your partner, then everything can be resolved. There's no such thing as the man giving more or the woman giving more. And this day and age specifically, come on now.
2023.
It's 2023. I'm a favor.
Yeah,
like,
queen.
please.
But hold
like
on.
in their
We're talking about stats and figures, and I have all this stuff to back this up. And you say something like that, Myron, but that is pure opinion. There are no statistical significant data to prove that a relationship does better when a woman loves a man more or vice versa. So you have to acknowledge, and I'm calling you on your accountability at this point.
Oh shit.
You have to acknowledge that that was an opinion at best.
Ooh.
No, it's not.
Okay.
And the reason why.
And who's delusional now?
If you give me a second, I can explain why.
Yes.
Women don't seek their equal. They seek a superior in every single metric, whether it's height, income, competence, accomplishments, competence. Women don't look for a man who's equal.
That's an opinion.
Therefore,
No.
That's an opinion. Because I don't know.
Let's talk about the stats. Like, give the stats.
the traits I
don't have the rational male sitting in front of me, but
the traits I just described. This is what women look for, hardwired in their partner. They're looking for protection, provisioning, competence, confidence. They look for what I call But there's only 14% of 1% men. So that means if that were true, then only 14% of men would be married and would be in long-term serious relationships if that fact was absolutely true. Is that correct? Can I finish my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What women want and what they actually get with are two different things. Majority of women want what I just described, a man who's better than them in almost every metric. Now, can every girl get this? No, because obviously we have a supply and demand issue. But that does not change the fact that women are hardwired to want these things, and they want a mate who's better than them in every regard. So if I come into the relationship and I'm better than you in every regard, and I treat you as an equal, that doesn't make sense, does it? Because what I'm basically doing is I'm saying, oh, well, I've worked my ass off to get to a certain point in life, and I'm going to treat you as an equal. Women don't like that. They want a leader. By default of me being a leader, that means that